Hello, dearest ones. It's a bliss to welcome you all this night. Evening with Gelda program, feel pleased to present you our guest today, the great poetess Naheed Akhtar. Naheed was born on August 28, 1980, in Telangana, Hyderabad, India. Currently, she lives with her family in Hyderabad. She received a master's degree in English literature. She's a lecturer in a leading college in Hyderabad and has put in about 6 years of service. She's a poetess and writer. Some of her poems have been published in various anthologies in journals like prestigious web magazine Bharat Vision. At present, she seems to be active on many literary groups on Facebook and has gained fame for her contribution to literature culture over the world. She made herself first debut as a popular poetess when her first poetry book, Phantasm of My Heart, it was published by the Book Clinic Publishing House and sold it at Amazon. Her second book, The Earth's Love, published by the Even C. Pub Publishing House. She has carried a few laurels and awards to her credit in the field of literature and culture. She achieved an award combined initiatives of the state government of Gujarat and motivational strips on the eve of India's 74th Independence Day, named Gujarat Sahitya Academy Award in 2020. She currently spends her entire free time in the pursuit of literature. Wow, it's amazing bio indeed. Well, let's start our interview, dear poetess. Which poets did influence your vocation as poetess?
The poets Chaucer, Spenser, William Shakespeare, William Blake, Lord Tennyson do influence me as far as poetic diction is concerned. But I am a staunch admirer of romantic poets, especially John Keats. He is the real source of getting influence all the time. I just love him, the way he writes, the way he imagines. Yes, I can say that John Keats is the one I get influenced by him.
Do you think that social networks help to spread poetry around the world?
Yes, I do perceive that social media plays a vital role and it does help to get in view of the stakeholders. Moreover, such trends, which in a real sense focus to bring and notice the poets by organizing poetry festivals, poetry events, and many other things. So yes, nowadays it has become an important tool to get in touch or to get in notice of the stakeholders of the respective fields, I must say, not only for literature. Social media has become very much important for everyone, for every field, I guess.
Please cite a poet in which you identify yourself when reading his or her writing.
The poet in whom I cite myself is none other than John Keats. He is my all-time favorite poet. I just I just adore him, and I relate myself with him. The amount of melancholy he does possess, it seems like that flows in my blood cells as well, making the skin ache. I too wander in the forests, being a beloved in search of a lover unreachable. I bleed wherever he does. I ache wherever he does ache. So it's John Keats. Yes, I relate myself.
Do you think the pandemic favored or intensified the dissemination of poetry by holding poetry literary recitals and festivals?
This time of pandemic has brought fear in people, and it has intensified the entire world, no doubt at all. People are worried, people are frightened, and they are praying to God incessantly. So at this hard time of pandemic, these online literary fests are a source of distraction from the pain people are going through, from the sufferings people are going through. So these literary online literary fests are a great source of relief for some time at least. So a big salute to them for bringing relief in people who are suffering, and thanks to them.
Which is your favorite poetic style?
Okay, as far as love poetry is concerned, it comes to me effortlessly through the beloved who breathes in me, who aches, who loves, who does miss the one who is unreachable. So there is a beloved in me. That is the reason, I guess, I can write love poetry effortlessly. So yeah, it's my favorite topic, my favorite theme. So I can write it anytime. If you ask me to write at the midnight, then also I can write. So yes, it comes to me effortlessly.
Where do you looking for inspiration to writing?
Okay, inspiration to my poetry is the world, the imaginary world which I have created, and I have placed a beloved in it. You need something to breathe, some ambition you have to have. So I have created an imaginary world in which the beloved I have placed roams, aches, and she does love, and she is in an unending search of the love that is not reachable to her. So I can say that inspiration is my love.
What's your goals about literature and poesy?
There is nothing, any particular style I prefer to write. I have attempted to write sonnet, ode, elegy, free verse, In Shakespearean sonnet also I have written something. And even though my first book Phantasms of My Heart has like sonnets and odes and elegy as well, in my second book The Earth's Love, free verse is there and a little rhyming poems are there. But blank verse is something which really attracts me, and I think like it seems like easier to write blank verse, but it is very much difficult without following any rhyming system. The rhythm has to be maintained, and the charm of the poetic verses has to be maintained. So writing blank verse is very much it attracts me, I must say. Blank verse attracts me, and I look forward to write something iconic in blank verse, an epic or my autobiography, something I look forward to write in blank verse.
As a poetess, have you found people who encourage or hinder your work?
Yeah, initially I had been writing in a very casual way to express my thoughts for some years. I used to put my thoughts, my experiences, personal and at the professional level, in the form of quotes, and I used to post all the quotes on FB. And there is a friend on FB who suggested me that I really like unique and I must focus in writing poetry. So yes, I can say that that was the turning point in this poetic journey of mine. And I must say that all the credit goes to this friend of mine, and I thank him from the core of my heart.
Kindly, could you recite a poem from you for all of us now?
Here is a poem I wish to recite. The title of the poem is The Room. This poem of mine is very much close to my heart. I really love this poem. So here it is. The room in harmony with thy breaths. The room in harmony with thy breaths had impartially enslaved all my senses. Never I can bid that hypnotism. Never I can bid that hypnotism sticks me which under the charms, vexed of thy charismatic mesmerism, vexed of thy charismatic mesmerism, passing beyond the aching heart's collars, where my agonies are in slumber, where my agonies are in slumber. Do not betray nobler on their part, offsprings of disparity forever, where my strife does not depart. Thank you so much.
Dear poetess, I'm grateful for your brilliant presence. And you guys, if you like poetry like us, ring the bell and subscribe our channel, okay? And hope to see all you in the next Sunday. Bye bye.